What's up, guys? This is Frenzy and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I got a life stories for you guys and I hope you guys enjoy it, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button and that like button or you'll die. I'm just kidding, but you'll probably win $1 million. Like, this one dude called me up and said that he liked my video and won $1 million, bro. Like, what? That's awesome, bro. You gotta do that too. I'm not even joking. He's not even lying. I looked at his bank account, $1 million plus, bro. But anyways, let's get into this little life story. So this life story takes place at a school. I was probably about like 13 maybe. I'm not even sure. Probably around there. But I was the type of daredevil kid back then. I did some pretty crazy stuff. Okay, like I was the type of kid that did the most disgusting, dumbest crap for no reason, and yeah, I was pretty savage. I mean, I'm still pretty crazy now, but like back then I was just the word, like I was just maximum crazy, like you could never think of, bro. Like, but I'm still pretty crazy though. Like, the most crazy thing I did in the last week now, I think, was probably eat 2 Big Macs, bro. Like, that's pretty crazy. You could get diabetes, dude. Like, that's crazy. That's a risky thing, dude. Like, how risky is that, bro? Like, yeah. But anyways, back to the story. But yeah, I had a ripstick. The guy, those ripsticks that that's like a skateboard with 2 wheels, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys know. I mean, who doesn't know what a ripstick is? If you're from the 90s, you know what a ripstick is. And I'm just kidding. I don't even think the ripsticks were from the 90s. I think the ripsticks came out like early 2000s, like late, maybe like 2005. I'm not even sure, but I remember I had like this fire ripstick. It was pretty freaking dope, bro. But yeah, I decided I needed to take my ripstick for some reason and jump off a 10-foot wall. Okay, like I'm not even exaggerating. It was probably like 10 foot. Like, it was pretty freaking high. Okay, dude. Like, I don't know what I was thinking, but like, of course I was crazy. Like I said, I just was like, I never thought about anything back then. I don't know what I was doing, but yeah. So I got on top of the 10-foot wall and I took my ripstick and I was like, bro, this is it. I'm about to do this. Like, I didn't even think about it either. Like, it wasn't even in my thought process. Like, what? I wasn't even asking myself, what was I doing? Like, I never even thought of that at all. So yeah, so I got on there, rode down, and I slipped right off the 10-foot wall, and I decided to smash my arm off the ground. I tried to stop myself, but of course that didn't work out too well. I remember blacking out and waking up in my house though, and just like, it was weird. Like, after I hit the ground, I just remember hitting the ground, and then I blacked out, and I woke up in my house with like 5 kids staring at me like, what the hell just happened, dude? And I was so confused. I was like, bro, what did I just do? And everybody was looking at me like, bro, you just broke your arm. And I'm like, nah, dude. And I looked down and it was broken. I mean, I'm pretty sure your arm doesn't go 360 degrees, okay? It was pretty broken. And we waited there for about half an hour. And my mom actually came home from work. She walks in, seen 5 kids standing there, and was like, bro, I told you not to let kids in the house. And then everybody was like, bro, he broke his arm. He broke his arm. And then my mom looked over and she was like, yeah, he's just kidding. You're just kidding. Walks over, looks at my arm and sees a 360-degree arm. And bro, it was hilarious. She was like so in shock. She's like, well, we're going to the hospital. We started going to the hospital. And of course she hit every single freaking bump to the hospital. I hate when people do that. Like, she literally hit every bump on the way. Like, I'm serious. Like, it's like she was punishing me for breaking my arm at this point. Like, I was so confused. I was like, really, bro? You're about to hit every bump though? Yeah, but finally we got there and, I was just sitting in the waiting room and they looked over at me. There's this old lady looking at me and you see my arm and she just made the weirdest face. Like, she was like, this kid is freaking retarded. Like, I swear to God, dude, she was looking at me so weird. But yeah, they got my own room. They came in and they were talking about it and they're like, well, we can obviously tell that your arm is broken because no arm can do that. Like your arm literally looks like origami right now. So yeah, I was like, well, obviously it's broken, and they knew it was broken. So they took some x-rays, came back, and they showed the x-rays and it literally was freaking shattered. Okay, like my arm was like twisted and shattered. It was weird. I can't explain it. It was weird. Like, I know, it was like deformed and was like shattered. So they proceeded to tell me that I needed surgery. Okay, surgery, bro. This is like, wow. It was like, I hate surgery so much. It wasn't a big deal before, like when it happened, because I was like what happens next? Like, I never want to get surgery again after what happens next. But yeah, I wasn't really too upset about the surgery thing. I was like, well, bro, I'm about to get surgery. I'm about to have a scar, bro. And it was pretty cool. So I was like, okay, let's do this. So they gave us a date to when I need to go get surgery. And we went back that day and I was so ready to get like surgery. Like, it was probably like maybe a couple weeks after they gave me the appointment. So no, wait, it might have been like, actually, it might have been like literally like not even a week, I'm pretty sure, because it was pretty bad. So they had to hurry up and like get the surgery done. Yeah, but basically we went to the surgery place or whatever, the hospital, and they were telling me what they were gonna do, and I thought I was gonna have a scar, but they didn't even actually cut me open. They told me that they were gonna do some weird thing where they put the bones back in place. I'm not sure how they do it, but they did it without even cutting me open, so that was cool. But I still wanted a scar, but I guess not. So here's where the thing started getting really scary. Okay, so I wasn't a big fan of like surgeries, obviously, but I wanted a scar. But after that point, I'm not knowing that I wasn't gonna get a scar, I was like, kind of like, whatever, dude, this sucks. So yeah, they told me I was gonna do anesthesia, and I hate this for some reason. Like, back then, I still hate it now, but like even worse. But before, like, I just hated having like the weird feeling in your head, like being high. I don't know what it is, but like every time I got high, it was just like, bro, it felt so weird. like the anesthesia made my head feel so weird. So I was like, wasn't ready for that to happen, but you know, I had to. So they started giving me the anesthesia or whatever, and I could feel, they're like, here comes the bubble gum. Like they just said something about here comes the bubble gum or something like that, and they started inhaling it. And I was just laying there like, whoa, dude, am I in space right now? Like, bro, I swear to God, I felt like I smoked like 50 pounds of weed. Like, no joke, dude. Like, it was pretty freaking lit. But it was also pretty scary because it feels worse than weed, to be honest with you. So, you know, I was supposed to go to sleep with this medicine, but, you know, my eyes shut. It was weird. I can't explain it. It was like, have you guys ever had sleep paralysis? It's where your, like, body is, like your mind's awake, but your eyes can't open and your whole body is, like, you can't move. Like, I have this all the time. That's pretty scary, but I'm so used to buying it, like, now, but, like... Yeah, it was kind of like this situation, though. So, yeah, they gave me the anesthesia, though, and I was, like, falling asleep. My eyes shut, but, like, I was still awake. It was so weird. Like, I can't even, guys, I can't even explain to you, like, how scary this was. Because I knew I was about to get surgery, and my eyes were closed, and I'm pretty sure they knew that I was, like, they thought that I was sleeping. So, like, I was, like, so scared of my brain, because I could think and everything clearly. And it was so weird, because it was, like, I could still feel, like, high a little bit, but it was, like... It was kind of like I could just move. Like, my eyes were closed. I couldn't move at all. It was sleep paralysis, but just a little bit more high. You know, it was kind of weird. And I was really scared at this point. So I actually heard them talking about, like, doing, like, this thing where I don't know what they were doing. Like, I could just feel like this metal thing. It was like it was just, I don't know what they did with my arm, but, like, it hurt really bad. Like, I remember them grabbing something. Like, I don't know what it was on my arm, but it was something, like, to put the bones back in place, I'm assuming. And they started, like, moving my arm around. It hurt so bad. Like, I don't know why the anesthesia didn't work. Like, the anesthesia, whatever it's called. I don't know why it didn't work. And I was so upset. Like, bro, how did this even happen? Like, does this happen to anybody else? And I'm sitting there getting my arm, like, pulled around and crap and, like, putting it back into place. And it hurt so bad. Like, it was unbelievably hurt so bad because it was broken. And, you know, if something's broken in your body and someone messes with it like that, obviously it's gonna hurt. So after probably about 5 minutes of them doing this crap, I started waking up. Like, I could open my eyes. It was weird. Like, I was literally in 5 minutes of pain. Like, I have never been in my life. Like, it was just excruciating pain. But after like 5 minutes of that happening, of like the excruciating pain, I started waking up, and I was still in pain. But I started waking up. I was awake already. I can't explain it. Like, my eyes are like I was able to, like, start moving a little bit, and my eyes were starting to open. But it was, like, still really groggy, kind of. It was weird. Like, I was tired, but it wasn't like I can't even explain it. Yeah, I opened my eyes, and the doctors noticed that I opened my eyes, and they were like, "Oh God!" Like, they started saying about getting the anesthesia again, and like, I started freaking out. Like, I said no a lot. Like, I kept saying no, no, no. Like, I don't know if they could hear. I don't know if that was in my brain that I was saying no, but I'm pretty sure I was saying no. You know, it was weird, and they ended up giving more anesthesia, and I fell asleep. Luckily, this time it actually worked. So I woke back up, and at least I don't remember if it worked or not. Maybe it worked. Hopefully it did. I think it did. I'm pretty sure it worked after that. But yeah, I woke back up in this little room, recovery room, and the doctors were standing there, and they're asking how the surgery went and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure they're asking me that because, like, why would they ask you that knowing that you were asleep? So if they thought that I was asleep, they probably wouldn't be asking me that. So, but yeah, I was like, well, it was a pretty crappy experience. I was kind of awake for most of the surgery. It was pretty bad. And like, yeah, a lot of patients experience that. And I'm like, dude, are you freaking serious? Like, a lot of patients experience this. Like, how can this be happening though, dude? Like, she didn't even seem like it was a big deal. I'm like, bro, did you ever feel, like, in my brain I was like, did she ever feel anything like this? Like, it's not, you can't just scrape this off. Like, I never want to get surgery again after this. I mean, who wants to get surgery anyways? But like, I literally, like, I dread getting surgery again. If I ever have to get surgery again, I am, like, dreading it. I'm gonna tell them not to give me anesthesia. Like, just numb my whole body with something. Like, do something that just, like, kill me or something first. Like, no joke, because this is, like, it was so scary, dude. And I actually seen something on the internet as well. It says something about that a certain amount of people, out of every surgery, that there's at least one person or something like that, or two people out of like 100 or 50, something like that, that actually experience this type of this experience. You know, they experience this type of thing, and it's not cool, but it's just cool to know that there's other people that, like, go through that. You know, and it only happened to me once, obviously, and that's the last surgery I had. And it was pretty crappy, dude. But have you guys ever experienced anything like this? If you guys have, please make sure you tell me in the comments. I really want to know. Like, I honestly want to know if you guys ever experienced anything like this, or, like, even tell me about your broken bones. If you guys ever broken a bone, I'd love to know. But yeah, this is all for today, guys. Hope you guys like this little life story. And like I said, if you hit that like button, subscribe, I'm pretty sure you'll get $1 million. Like, no joke. I'm not even joking with you guys. Like, you can look it up. It actually works. Yeah. If you want to check out my last video, you might see that guy that won $1 million.